Surviving inflation nowadays seems like an impossible thing to achieve. Although it might seem impossible to achieve, there are so many things you can do to help you and your family achieve your financial goals during all these tough times. Today, I want to share with you 7 steps that my family and I have taken over the past 2 years to help us achieve our financial goals, even throughout the worst of economic and geopolitical times. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, consumer prices have increased by 8.5% in March of 2022, already following another price increase by 7.9% between February of 2021 and 2022. Energy prices have increased 32%, with the breakdown being prices increased for fuel oil at 70.1%, gasoline at 48%, electricity at 11%, and natural gas at 21.6%. Food is up by 8.8%, and all other items that consumers are buying are up by an average of 8.5%. All right, so let's dive into it. First thing I want to mention is I am not a financial professional. These are just things that I've learned by myself and doing over the past couple years that has really helped us out. Now, I know there are tons of videos on financial help, and sometimes it's easier hearing this from an average human being versus somebody who has millions of subscribers on YouTube. With world news, economic crisis, geopolitical storms have erupted across the globe over the past couple of years. And it's been really bad for families. And on a very realistic note, the current state of, at least where I live in the US, it's getting very, very expensive to even afford just basic necessities like housing and gas and food. So there are a lot of things that I feel like we have learned to do over the past couple of years that I want to share with you today. So here we go. This is 7 things that we've learned and we are currently having in practice that helps us save $7,000 per year. The first is going to be with grocery shopping. So about a year ago, we noticed that our grocery bill has increased significantly. We shop at a local grocery store called Publix. It's a great grocery store. However, to keep up with competition and the cost of everything, the price subsequently goes up as well. What we've noticed is that our grocery bill went from about $150 per week all the way up to $200 to $225 per week. Now, it might not seem like a lot, but $75 extra per week is a significant amount. $75 extra a week for groceries means you're spending $3,900 extra each year on food. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of money. A lot of money you could be saving, putting in the bank, or just using for other things and necessities. So we had to put our minds together and make a decision in terms of what we are going to do for this. Now, we are very guilty of going to the grocery store and picking up items from the shelves and not paying attention to it. And we get to the register and we are very surprised about how much we had bought. We noticed that we were coming home and throwing away food in the pantry that we haven't eaten or went bad, and we noticed that we were just overall overbuying. So the first thing we did was we started making a list if we were going to the store in person, so that way we could keep track of every single item that we needed to purchase, and we knew how much that we were going to be spending at the grocery store. Another thing that we started doing was we actually switched from going to the local grocery store to actually using Walmart for all of our non-produce foods. The reason why we do this is because it's very easy. We go online, we select all the items that we want to buy, and we submit our order, and we know exactly how much it's going to cost us to the penny. So doing this has helped us decrease our grocery bill all the way back down to $150 per week, thus saving us an overall of $3,900 in food each year. So another tip I want to share with you guys is eliminating the need to always go out for food and drinks. Now, if you're like me, I like enjoying a cocktail every once in a while. Recently, we've noticed that our going out to eat bill per month has increased from $300 to $450. What we started doing is if we're going out to eat, we don't order any drinks, we just get our food and waters, and we know that we've got stuff to drink at home, which was significantly cheaper in the first place. So that's a very, very easy, clear winner thing that you guys can do. By taking this measure, it has taken us back down to about $300 a month. Also, what we do is we make sure to pack every single one of our lunches, eliminating the need to go out in the middle of the day at work, spend money on fast food and unhealthy stuff in general. Now, the next tip I want to share with you guys is the elephant in the room, and that's gas prices. Just last week, it cost me $4.62 per gallon to fill up my car. Now, I have an SUV, which used to cost me about $35 to $40 to fill up over 2 years ago. And that totaled me around $1,820 a year in gas. So what I was totaling per year in gas was about $1,800. Now with the increase in gas, we are spending about $65 to $70 to fill up my car, and that has increased our annual gas expenses from $1,820 all the way up to $3,530. That's huge. So what we decided to do was we were already members of BJ's. For those of you who don't know, BJ's and Costco offer annual memberships, and they usually come with discounted gas prices. On a regular, the BJ's that we go to is about 10 cents cheaper than your regular gas stations. So that's where we fill up with gas, and it saves us a lot of money. All right, so let's talk about travel next. So if you're like me, I got family who lives out of state, and we are traveling all the time. And now that we've got a almost 2-year-old son, that means we don't get the luxury of having a lap child anymore, and we will be forced to pay for 3 tickets round trip, and not cheap. So just a few months ago, as we purchased a Southwest credit card, and on that credit card comes a couple of different perks. Now it's a point system where you earn points per dollar spent. What we do is we put our monthly expenses on this card, and it allows us to rack up a bunch of points without really even trying. Things like our phone, my son's daycare, some of the grocery bills, even if you put specialty items like local transit and local food and gas, it can increase the amount of points that you get. So with this adding up, we usually don't have to pay for a full round trip for all 3 of us. What it ends up being is usually 1 or 2 of us will get a free flight one way, and then the rest is paid for at a regular price. But as you can see, it does save a lot of money because that's saving us 2 plane tickets each time that we go somewhere. Now with all the streaming services they have nowadays, we do not have cable anymore. Reason being is because there were only a couple of channels that we actually watched, and we eliminated this, which was costing us $100 per month, and we only use Netflix and Hulu and regular YouTube. So paying for both of those have decreased our monthly entertainment bill from $100 to $30, and this is almost saving us about $1,000 per year. Now the last thing, but definitely not the least important, is just cutting out unnecessary expenses. It's very easy to think that you need things when you really don't. So make sure you are paying attention to all of your Amazon purchases and online orders, and just buying things that can be put on the back burner for a little while. It's very, very helpful, and you would be surprised at how much money you save this way. Now I know some people during these times are having a really difficult time, and just know if you've made it this far in the video, we are all going through it. We all have a lot of expenses and things that we need to get done. So sit tight, just hold on, and I really hope that these steps can help you to better prepare yourself to save money. It's helped us save about $7,000 a year, which we can use towards other things, other expenses, or just save in the bank account. It's pretty easy to make yourself a monthly budget on Microsoft Excel. There's different programs on the computer that are for free that you can make budgets for, and I might plan on making a future video with regards to how I set up my monthly budget so you guys can take a look at exactly how I break each step down. That's going to be it for today, guys. I really appreciate you being here and spending your time with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. All right, bye guys.